No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed. No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? I'll turn you into a pincushion!
Well done, Master. Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
Ranged attacks are my specialty, Master. Shall I assist?
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here. I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
So long as we remember to keep to our assigned roles, we shall be a united front in the face of any foe.
Indeed, you are correct. This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
The indignity of it. This cannot be. A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. I'm ashamed to have fallen so short. I shall ponder my failings, Arisen. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Is this place bereft of beasts and brigands both?
If we seek monsters, we shall doubtless find them ere long. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be our failure.
Try not to get hit, lest all that ring goes to waste.
Be sure to avoid them, please.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Walter, yes! Keep pushing!
Oh, well spotted. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here.
enemy today.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
I suppose 'tis so.
That battle took more out of me than I would have liked.
We were overconfident in our abilities. 'Tis a painful reminder that fortune will not always favour us.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last. There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look. Another encounter? I ill like this. We are already hard-pressed from our previous engagement.
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
Then I shall remain by your side.
What do you presume to gain by this, Arisen?
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. Tis our first time here. Be vigilant. We do not yet know what to expect.
I only hope we do not stumble into any traps.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Of course it falls to me to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done. If we gather too much, our packs will grow heavy, but... oh, what's a bit of extra weight?
I fear I must stray from the thread of our conversation to tell you... we've traveled for some time without a mage in our party.
We've no need of a healer if we never get hit. Of course, that is a feat easier said than done.
By your command, Arisen.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I can face a trek with my belly so full.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it. Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so.
What's this? We're trapped. Why? A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops! Brave, be on your guard!
It seems we have been raided off.
Bring this opponent's expertise and prey.
By all means. Not to be underestimated. Perhaps we can find a way to
Catch our foes unawares.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through. Time we made the capital. Reform the people of Vermont.
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another force arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. But for your own sake, I recommend you make your way to the capital sooner rather than later.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
We're setting out. Jump on if you're paid.
What is it? Changed your mind? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Mine!
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first, it would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?